Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name's David and this is a deck review. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here. I got a box. I got a box the other week from Alex Pandrea, House of Playing Cards, Knock. And if you follow my channel for any amount of time, you know I'm a massive fan of the Knock playing cards. Well, unbeknownst to me, Alex Pandrea put out a new line of decks, actually 10 decks, 10 decks. And they are called the LZY deck. Now it's actually spelled LZY, LZY, but the A is silent, non-existent. It's called the LZY deck because there's no graphics to it at all. There's no face. There's just a solid color on the back and a solid color on the front. So this is a deck for Magic and Cardistry training. This is for practicing your sleights and for practicing your flourishing. The deck is as lazy as it could possibly be because one solid color is on one side and a different solid color is on the other side. And yet it's a lot of fun to play with, and I think you'll get a big kick out of it. So right now, if you head on over to houseofplayingcards.com, you can buy one of these decks for $7. Now here's the thing. The boxes aren't labeled. So the same box is used for every deck, which means if you just grab a deck at random, there's no knowing what color is in there unless you physically look and turn it around. So the good folks down at houseofplayingcards.com will just put a deck in a box for you, okay? So you're not gonna buy one and say, I want blue or I want green. You're just gonna buy a LZY deck and they're gonna pull a color at random. The decks are $7, $7 for one deck. If you want 5 decks, they are $33. And if you want 10 decks, it is $52. So in the ad copy for the LZY deck, Alex Pandrea explains that when he practices his card sleights, or if he's practicing cardistry, he almost never looks down at his hands. So things like the court faces or the pips or the indices, all that's meaningless. And he also realized that some decks of cards he only wants to perform with. He doesn't want to practice with those decks of cards. So he thought, why not make a deck of cards that's fun, that's colorful, that you could practice with, but that was also made out of the best materials, and you wouldn't worry about messing up some of your prettier decks, right? And so this is how the LZY deck came about. How could you practice your sleights? Well, think about it. If you take 4 cards and turn them face up in the deck, then you could practice a find the aces routine, or a top stock false shuffle, or a false deal, or riffle stacking, or color changes, or controls. Or simply turn 1 card over and practice having a card returned and brought back to the top or the bottom. So the possibilities are really endless, not to mention all the cuts and flourishes that you could do with a deck of cards. And if you look through these samples, you'll see the color contrasts are really beautiful. Very bright colors on both sides, which I think would make a great cardistry deck regardless of practice, right? I mean, so much when we do cardistry, you're doing it as flashes of color. And with a deck like this, doing cardistry, you could really play off the multiple colors. In fact, if you got 2 LZY decks and mix them together, you'd have 4 colors in a cardistry deck. So I think the possibilities with this are really endless. That's everything I wanted to say about the LZY deck. I only wanted to introduce it to you really super quick, just so you could be aware of it. And like I said, you can find it at houseofplayingcards.com. And I want to thank Alex Pandrea for sending me these so I could do the review for you. Thanks guys, I'll see you next time, bye. Hey, would you like to learn a magic trick? You would? Did you know I have a second channel? That's right, I have a second channel where I teach beginning level magic tricks. Magic Channel Card Tricks is a place that you can go to learn tricks with ordinary items you can find around the house. Paper clips, rubber bands, pens, and of course, decks of cards. I teach beginning level card tricks, simple card tricks, simple card forces that anybody could learn. I also review magic kits. So if you go buy a magic kit from the store, your local Walmart or Target, or you get a magic kit for Christmas, I'll go over exactly what's inside. And I'll even teach you how to perform with some of those tricks that you get inside those kits. Plus, I'm even gonna give you video instruction to very simple, very inexpensive tricks that you can pick up at your favorite magic store. Sometimes you get those tricks and the instructions are just on a tiny little piece of typewritten paper and you have no idea how to do that trick. Don't throw that trick away. Don't put it in a box. Come back to Magic Channel Card Tricks and I will teach you how to use that trick as well. Or maybe you're not a beginner. Maybe you're not a beginner, but maybe you have a niece or a nephew or a little brother or sister that you could share this channel with them. This is a great, safe place, kid-friendly, where they can learn beginning level magic. Make sure you head on over to Magic Channel Card Tricks, give my videos a like, subscribe to that channel. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for being a part of Magic Orthodoxy.